Well, this is probably going to be the biggest haul of the year. Got 11 fragrances from FragranceBuy. We're going to bust these open. I'm going to show you guys what all is in here. Then I will cut, because I'm going to just bust it all open, and then we'll go through one by one. We're going to have to do test strips. It is 11 fragrances. So we're going to do it on test strips. I'm going to try to be as quick as possible, but there's going to be links to everything down below. These were sent out to me by FragranceBuy, but of course I did pick everything I wanted, so a lot of stuff I'm excited about in here. Stay tuned. Damn it. So one by one. 60 ml Vetiver Sensuel, $44. Probably the best bargain here. 44 bucks. Ferragamo Bright Leather. Tommy Bahama Maritime Triumph. Ferrari Cedar Essence. Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir for him. The Eau de Toilette Extreme. The new repackaging of Kenzo Homme Eau de Toilette. Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. Mancera Lemon Line. Mancera So Blue. Tommy Bahama Maritime Voyage. And last but not least, Vertus Eau de Cyan, the aquatic from the house. And then two random samples, Precious Metal and Patchouli Intense from Molinard. And that's kind of cool. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. I tried. So to start things off, we're going to go with Bleu Noir Eau de Toilette Extreme. So let's give this one a spray. One good spray, so cap's hard to get on. This is really good. Okay, this is really good. Fresh and woody. Very fresh, very woody. Bottle looks really cool too. Has this frosted painted look to it. Not that that matters. I get it. Very fresh and woody, a little spiced. Almost a little smoky. I want to say this is a vetiver-based fragrance. It smells like vetiver dominance for sure. Very, very fresh though. This has an elegance to it. I think this would be a great daytime, everyday scent for work kind of thing, especially warmer weather. 3 seasons, spring, summer, fall. Has a lot of character to it. I'm digging it. We're going to move on though, because we got a lot to do. Maritime Voyage from Tommy Bahama. Loving the color of this bottle. Like a seafoam green almost kind of color. This is great stuff. One spray is all we really need, right? A little fruity. It's got a strange fruitiness to it. Not really much of a sweet fruity tone. It's familiar. It's familiar. The bottle's gorgeous, but it's familiar. Can't quite pinpoint what it smells like. It smells like it could go in... Maybe that was intentional. The reason they named it Maritime Voyage. It smells like it belongs in the Nautical Voyage line as a flanker. Not like Voyage. Like, think Voyage Heritage. N83. Voyage Sport. Like the flankers. It kind of smells like it melds and meshes with those. Not a bad thing, but not a like, oh my god, I've never smelled this before kind of thing either. I like it though. I'd like to get this one on skin and see how it opens up. On paper, obviously on test strips, it's not telling me the truth of what it's going to be like on skin. I like it. I like it though. It's not blowing me away. It's familiar. Definitely reminds me summertime, nautical themed. That's what they're going for, right? It's nice though. Maritime Voyage again. Maritime Triumph, the other Tommy Bahama flanker. Let's go ahead and give it a spray. Okay. Loving the navy blue. That's not what I was expecting. Because I remember looking at the notes of this one and thinking it was going to be fresh and spicy. This is more kind of apple fruity, maybe? A little bit more playful than I thought. I thought this would be the most serious one of the line. It's like some green, apple-y type of smell, woody. Apple and wood. Smells good, though. Smells better than the last one, Maritime Voyage. This smells really good, actually. I think this rivals Deep Blue in the line for my favorite. The only one I haven't tried is the original Maritime. I have Maritime Journey in Deep Blue already. Now I have these two. I have 4 of the 5. Smells really good. If you like apple, I think it's got to be apple. It smells like apple. Could be wrong. I'd be shocked if it's not apple. Very playful, not spicy like I thought it would be. Apple and woods. We'll revisit in the dry down in a little bit, but smells better than the last one. Okay, so this is officially the strangest bottle, Kenzo Homme Eau de Toilette. It looks like a sliced top piece of bamboo, the way it's shaped, but blue. Atomizer's lined up. That's cool. Okay. I'll get nothing out there. Sunscreen. Like, specifically the lotion. Suntan lotion, sunscreen lotion, cocoa butter, kind of smell. Like, I'm immediately thinking back to beach vacations when I was a kid, when my mom would put sunscreen lotion on my back before the spray, the sport, copper tone sport, the spray, before that was ever a thing. I'm immediately going to that. We're going to the pool, Edgewater Beach Resort, Panama City. We used to go every summer when I was a kid for like 10 years straight. I'm immediately taken back. This is a beach fragrance. This is not what I was expecting. I don't remember the notes, but I don't remember it being anything that would depict sunscreen. This could just be on the paper, but I doubt it's too far of a departure from how it'll be on skin. It's a little aquatic, though. Like, it smells like it was distinctive sunscreen at first. Still get plenty of that, but almost like a little bit of a watermelon, watery watermelon kind of feel with sunscreen. Strange. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if it's good or a bad thing. I'm not put off by it. I'm very intrigued by it, though. It is not what I thought it was going to be. We'll revisit this as it dries. Ferrari Cedar Essence. Gotta love the color of that blue. I've gotten a lot of these in the last few months. I've gotten plenty of the Ferrari fragrances. Silver Essence, really good. Leather Essence, phenomenal. Let's see what we got here. 2 good sprays, why not? Smells a little bubblegummy. Bubblegum and fresh water. Not salt water, not salty sea breeze, marine kind of stuff. Fresh water. Almost kind of reminds me of like Sonic Ocean Water. And if you ever tried that drink, I have Ghost's pre-workout that has that flavor, the Sonic the drive-thru fast food place, that Sonic Ocean Water. Kind of like that tropical feel. The tropical water feel. It's a little fruity. Very woody, as the name would indicate, cedar essence. I'm sure that cedar is the wood I'm smelling. Very blue, oceanic blue that's not salty. Not blowing me away, but it smells great. It smells really good. Not wowing me, but it's nice. It's better than the Tommy Bahama flankers, honestly. I like it, don't love it. We'll see if it settles into something a little bit different, but this is pretty nice, actually. And I think it was sub $30. Not bad. Decent addition to my blue collection. Okay, EQ. Let's see. So I think this is like the biggest bargain. This is $44 for this 60 ml of Vetiver Sensuel, however you want to say it. Magnetic cap, you gotta love it. And they're atomizers. Since they switched these magnetic caps, are so much better. Here we go. Oh, so nice, pressurized. That's definitely clear as day, Vetiver, as the name would indicate. Ooh. It's a good Vetiver, though. It's a little smoky. But it doesn't smell dirty and earthy. Like, some Vetivers can have that grassy dirt kind of smell going for it, the really earthy, dirty Vetivers. Those are kind of a challenge for me sometimes. Whereas this smells inherently fresh and woody, but still has a smoky nuance to it. which a lot of vetivers can have. It's a little zesty, spiced. I think this is a signature scent. It's so fresh, but deep. Kind of like how I felt about Bleu Noir EDT Extreme. They don't remind me of the exact same scent profile, but I feel like they share some accords and style and vibe. This has a lot more like fruity citrus kind of smell going for it than that one. But the vetiver is very distinctive here. It really jumps out at me. It's a smoky, fresh, woody vetiver, but it doesn't smell dirty. It just smells of quality. This smells like a quality vetiver. Okay, I get it now. I get it. EQ's a big fan of that. He's got a huge dent in his bottle, and a lot of you watching this, you've told me how great this is. It's a steal for $44 too. This is really good. This is like this and the Narciso Rodriguez fragrance are the two best fragrances I've smelled so far. I could just keep sniffing on this. This is fantastic. Okay, so there's a little bit of bias for this because this is the only one I've actually tried before. And the reason I wanted it. I tried this with my buddy Nathan. We were filming some content. He had a 60 ml. It was the first time I had my hand on a 60 ml from this. So what I remember this being a sharp, lip-smacking, lip-puckering, tart lemon. Just crazy, crazy sharp. Let's see. Give it a good spray. Oh, God, that's good. This is one of the best lemon openings I've ever smelled. Even on paper. I've had it on my hand before. This is so good. So good. And it's a cool looking bottle. Love the way they have this design. The color of that juice is fitting for what you smell. It's not a heavily sweet candied lemon. It will get sweeter later. It turns into a lemon head smell at some point. From what I remember, kind of in the heart of the fragrance. Oh, this is so sharp. Tart. Like fresh cut lemon. Stings. It actually stings my nose a little bit. Stings the nostrils.
Stings the nostrils.
This is so good. This is so good. This is my favorite in the video. I still have 4 more fragrances to go, but this is so good. This might be the one to beat when it comes time for ratings. Sharp lemon. There's a little bit of a creamy, woody tone as it dries. It's a little zesty, a little touch of spice, but it's mainly just this crazy, sharp, photorealistic, cutting lemons type of smell. So good. Okay, so I've been wanting to get So Blue from Mancera for a long time, for years now. Now, I've looked at the note breakdown a bunch of times. I know it's supposed to be rose dominant, like fresh rose, watery aquatic, a lot of citruses and stuff like that. Kind of like a fresh fruity floral. So, let's see. I'm confident for this to lean feminine. Okay. Oh yeah, clear as day rose. Very fruity rose. I can't pick out what it is. It's got this tropical fruit smell. More so than a citrus. I like this, damn. So nice to finally get my nose on this one. I mean, it's been years I've been having this on the bucket list. This is not for everyone. It definitely leans feminine. My wife's going to want to steal this. No doubt in my mind. My wife is going to want to steal this bottle from me. She can wear it, but she cannot steal it. You can wear it. You can spray it all you want. But this is not going on her shelf. Oh, man. So a lot of you have seen my dossier videos where I critique heavily with quality control and there's bubbles in the label. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Montal, do better. So, get it to focus. There's a bubble right there. See that bubble in the label? Right by my finger? I've never seen that on a Mancera bottle before. Ah, and it won't go all the way down. Shame on you, quality control at Mancera's bottling place, wherever they put the labels on. I don't cut dossier no slack. I'm not going to cut you any slack either. Not the end of the world, obviously, but it smells great, but it happened to catch my eye that it had this bubble in the label. I've never seen that on a Mancera. It's a little powdery. It's not super powdery yet, but very distinctive, thick, fresh, like Turkish rose smell. Very watery. I know there's like sea notes in here or something like that, so that's probably intensifying that fresh, watery smell, but There's a sweet fruitiness to this. It's still super fresh, but it's got a sweet, fruity, almost sweet citrus. It's something like that going on here. But I can see some people being not a fan of this one. If you don't like feminine leaning, floral dominant, if you don't like fresh rose, stuff like that, you won't like this. But I dig stuff like that. This has an elegance to it. Great daytime summer fragrance. We'll check the dry down in a little bit. The opening's nice. Okay, so I was super excited for this. A lot of you know I've been raving about Vertus Vanilla Oud, and I've been saying this was the next one I was getting my nose on. Eau de Cyan. They're aquatic. So what I remember about the note breakdown for this one is the seaweed. That's what really sparked my interest. I believe it's a salty seaweed, driftwood kind of smell. I remember those being some of the notes. So, they're magnetic caps that turn that sprayer. Their sprayers are really good too. Give it 2 good sprays, which is going to be way more than enough of Vertus, from what I know of them. Ooh. Whew. This is a niche fragrance right here. This is not for the crowd. No, no, no. This is an olfactive story right here. I'm thinking waterlogged, floating wood by a pier, the columns just being waterlogged, drenched in salt water, seaweed hanging off the side. It's very vegetal and green and bitter, a little earthy, very woodsy, waterlogged, heavy wood smell. This is not for every. This will turn off some. Like the people that are used to wearing designers and mass appealing niche and like Manceras and things like that. This might be a little much for certain people. This is the most niche of these fragrances. This is not for everyone. This is going to be polarizing. I like that about it, though. Because there's certain... Like, I've always liked seaweed in a fragrance. Synthetic designer ones, like Bulgari Aqualine and the seaweed in Absolute Instinct, the Aqua de Joe flanker. But, like, Salish Sea from Untamed Perfumes, their newest release, that has a realistic, photorealistic seaweed note. And that's what's going on here. I'm digging this. This is a conversation starter for an aquatic. This is kind of a show out. This is an enthusiast fragrance. This is not for the masses. I love it. God, they put out bangers. I'm 2 for 2 with Blind Buy. This wasn't a buy. All this stuff was sent to me, but I picked out what I wanted, and I wanted to get this, and I'm 2 for 2 with Vertus. I bet the whole damn house is good. That could be a bold statement, but they just wow me so far. Nothing like where, ooh, it's very good. Two out of 2, they've wowed me. Vanilla Ouds, wow. This is, for me, my taste, for what I like, wow. I'm impressed. There's going to be people that aren't going to be able to like this. Like I said, like the salty, waterlogged driftwood smell. Not the kind you smell in the designer fragrances either. Like, it puts me, like, knee-deep under the pier in some salt water, like the Gulf of Mexico, algae growing on the columns for the pier and stuff like that. Yeah, it's very photorealistic. This is a banger. All right, Ferragamo Bright Leather. Look at how cool that beige looks. This color scheme's really, really nice. So I remember it's supposed to be like a white leather accord or something like that. They have pretty good sprayers on here, too. Yeah, beautiful sprayers. Let's see what we're working with here, shall we? Something different about this. It has the violet leaf for the original DNA. It definitely still has that tie-in. Kind of metallic, aquatic. It smells like violet leaf. It's got that violet leaf smell. Minus the greens from the original. The leather here reminds me of, what's the name of that upgraded leather package? Napa leather. The Italian Napa leather in a Mercedes. Light color leathers, like the beige, the white, the light tan brown color. Not the red leathers and the black leathers and stuff like that. And it could be, because I know it's supposed to be a white leather accord note and this beige color, but that's kind of what it smells like. Any of you familiar with the Napa leather that you find in some of these luxury vehicles? It's kind of what it smells like to me. Like sitting in a brand new S-Class with the Napa leather upgrade. For those of you who didn't know, I used to sell Mercedes for years. That's why I say that. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking he's sitting in a brand new S-Class that we just put on the showroom floor. Maybe even like an S63 or an S65, something like that, that automatically has the Napa leather. Very luxurious smell. Like, this is not what I was expecting, but it's better than what I was expecting. This is really good. But it's still very fresh. Like, it's a summertime leather. Bright leather is a good name. This is still a bright and fresh leather fragrance, but it has this luxurious, supple Italian leather smell to it. Distinctively. That's why I'm like immediately thinking of these luxury upgrade Italian leather packages from Mercedes. It's a familiarity for me. Damn, this is good. This is better than Intense Leather. We'll revisit the dry down in just a minute, but this is nice. And as far as I know, the only discontinued one of the group, Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. I know this is supposed to be a darker fragrance. I don't remember some of the notes. I want to say it's amber, tobacco, things like that. I don't remember. It might even be leather. Like, I know it's a heavier fragrance, and typically they have pretty good sprayers. A lot of these have been good sprayers so far. Whoa! Okay. Got to get close with that. So this, I don't want to spray all the bottles. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. That's familiar, but it's like a squirt gun. It's like a damn squirt gun. It's just a straight stream. So when I spray this one, I'm going to have to do one of these moves and kind of aim it just right. There's no wide miss to this at all. This is super familiar, though. This is so... I know what this is. This is so familiar. Patchouli. Pure malt? Pure malt. Amen Pure Malt. I have a bottle of that. Smells like an Amen flanker. Mugler Amen. It smells like a damn Amen flanker. Mugler Amen Club Extreme. Here you go, right here. A little shocking, to say the least. Like, I really like those fragrances, but I was not expecting this to smell like that. Kind of thrown for a loop here. Thrown off guard a little. Caught me off guard for sure. Smells great, but it smells like I can't get pure malt out of my head now. I feel like I have 2 bottles of Amen Pure Malt. It smells like the dry down of pure malt, which is basically just Amen. So I guess it's just Amen. I'm curious. So I hate to add time to this video, but I just have to. I gotta know. It smells like Amen. Is that what other people are saying? Club Extreme. Woody Patchouli. There you go. Those first 2 accords. Powdery, earthy, leather. So there's leather. Animalic. High rating. Notes mandarin orange, bergamot, lotus, amber, leather, sandalwood, patchouli, woodsy notes, musk. Oh, there's leather. Okay. Smells like. What do you think the first 2 things people are saying it smells like? Amen and pure frickin' malt. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so very distinctive. Smell like pure malt right away. I've done a full review on pure malt. I haven't worn it in a while, but there was a time I used to wear it every winter for a few years straight. I picked it up for $40 at a Marshall's back when I lived in Texas. Very familiar with pure malt. That's why it kind of jumped out at me. It's like I have 2 bottles of pure malt. Like, that's kind of disappointing. I don't wear pure malt that often to where I need 2 bottles, because that's pretty much what I feel like I have now. But when it comes to the rating, I'm going to judge it individually, not as, oh, damn, now I have 2 bottles of the same scent profile, because I got a bunch of redundant fragrances, so that doesn't really matter. It smells great, though, if you like patchouli. Patchouli, leather, and wood. It smells like pure malt, but there's no boozy note from what I saw. But it smells like pure malt. Pure malt's boozy. I don't know. Let's give these some ratings. So now we're getting into the dry down of what was the first of the line and was the best one until I started doing Mancera fragrances. Ooh, this is good. This is vetiver, but it's like ozonic and fresh, very airy, not quite watery, but airy, with this smoky woody spiced tone. Very fresh spice, but smoky woody spice tone, with kind of like an ozonic feel to it. Very bright, airy, fresh. Great daytime wear with some elegance. This would be a good somebody that wears a suit and tie to work in the summertime. There you go. This is great. Yeah, great. And I think we're going to go with a great rating, too. 8 out of 10. Oh, yeah. I need to get the regular EDT. I need to get the Eau de Parfum, because the Parfum was the first one I got, and it's phenomenal. And this is phenomenal. It was great. And it was criminal for what it costs. It's, what was it, $36 keeps jumping out. Mid-30s to mid-40s. It's somewhere in that price range. I don't remember exactly. Just click the link below and it'll show you. But cheap. Cheap. Doesn't smell cheap either. Yeah, great. 8 out of 10. Maritime Voyage from Tommy Bahama. It smells really good, but it smells really familiar too. Really familiar. Like I said, it smells like it could be a Nautical Voyage flanker. Maybe it's because the name is Maritime Voyage. I'm thinking that. It just feels like a Nautica fragrance more than a Tommy Bahama. Then I say that, but it smells a little better quality than a Nautical Voyage fragrance. It's playful. It's fresh. It's fun. It's got a nautical theme to it, but it's a little sweet. Fruity sweet. Better than good. It's solid. I'm eager to see how it's going to be on skin, but a 6.5 out of 10. It's better than good. It's not blowing me away or anything, but it's a really good fragrance. Yeah, I look forward to, I'll probably do a full review on this one. So with Maritime Triumph, I found the opening to be the better of the two Tommy Bahama fragrances. Let's see if the dry down's the same way. Kind of what, it hasn't really changed much. Pretty linear. It's more woody. Playful apple smell toned down, but it's still there. It hasn't been a long time. It smells familiar too. It smells quite familiar. Woody apple, it's nice. Again, I think this one gets the same rating. It's a better than good 6.5 out of 10. I like it. Don't love it. Like it. Don't love it. It's solid. Again, eager to spend time with it on skin, do some full wearings, kind of live in the sillage kind of thing like you guys hear me talk about, and then really judge it further. But I think 6.5 out of 10 is a great first impression starting point for this. Definitely the biggest surprise as far as initial smell was Kenzo Homme Eau de Toilette. It smelled like suntan lotion, a little bit of watermelon. It still smells like that. It hasn't changed. I can't wait to look at the notes after I finish filming. It very much smells like beach vacation, by the pool, sunscreen, and aquatic. I'm interested. It may be awful on skin. I don't know, it might be nauseating. It's not nauseating on the paper. But this is like a beach vacation fragrance for sure. I can't help but think of Panama City Beach vacations when I was a kid to teenager. Single digit into teens, because we like 10 years straight. Yeah, I like it. I still think this one's got some room to grow. So for now, we're going to go, I'm kind of feeling better than good, but maybe not quite as enjoyable as Tommy Bahamas. We're going to go with a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's just not what I was expecting, and it could be bad, could be great. I don't know. Got to spend time with it on skin. Next we have the bluest of this video, I guess you could say, with Ferrari Cedar Essence. Still very much a freshwater, fruity smell. Woody, it hasn't changed. Pretty straightforward and linear. Doesn't have any spice to it. I don't get a musky tone or anything. It's pretty straightforward. Kind of smells pretty much exactly like it did in the opening. It's nice. It's easygoing. It's laid back. It's a casual scent. Again, better than good. 6.5 out of 10. I don't think it's special. But for the 20 some odd dollars, I think it was 26 bucks, if I remember correctly, it's actually quite nice. I like it. Got to spend time with it on skin, though. On paper, it's not mind-blowing. It's just a really nice blue aquatic that, at the same time, it's familiar, but it doesn't remind me specifically of what it's familiar to. So, yeah, 6.5 out of 10. Okay, Vetiver Sensuel. This was like the hype beast of the video. It's gotten watery, zesty, spicy, citrus kind of smell going as it dries. It's crazy. The opening didn't have much citrus, but I feel like it's got more of a citrus smell now. Still this smoky, fresh, woody vetiver smell. This is really good. This is really good. Damn. This is a great fragrance. And I think it warrants a great rating. I can't wait to spend time with this on skin. I'm going to do a full review on this one. This is an 8.5 out of 10. Mancera Vetiver Sensuel. Sensuel. You guys and EQ were absolutely right. It's fantastic. Now, this might be the highest rating, guys, because I love this fragrance. I'm so glad I have it now. I could have gotten a 60 ml, but I was like, no. I'm going to get the bigger bottle. It started to turn into that lemon head smell. It's a little bit of that candied lemon now. And it's still sharp, but it's a little bit sweeter lemon at this point. This is like the best lemon heavy fragrance I've ever smelled. This is definitely the best. It's so good. It's so good. This is a 9 out of 10. This is outstanding. I don't know if anything's going to be able to top it. We still got a few really good ones to go, but not everybody's going to agree with my ratings. It's my opinion. It's how I feel, and this one excites me the most out of everything I've smelled so far. 9 out of 10. So Blue, bucket list fragrance. Finally have it. Creamy, fresh and watery, powdery, sweet fruit. Feminine. But I like it. I like it a lot. This one's great. This one's great. I could see some people not liking it, but this is my opinion for me to wear it, right? 8 out of 10. Mancera So Blue. 8 out of 10 for sure. This is a great fragrance. I'm digging it quite a bit. I really like this. I'm looking forward to wearing this. This is a great, elegant, daytime hot weather scent. Vertus Eau de Cyan. This is so niche. Anytime, the reason I'm saying that is because it's not a crowd pleaser. I'm not saying you can't get a compliment. Any fragrance can get a compliment. It's very situational. Everybody's different. When people smell things out in the air, they feel certain ways. Might be off-putting to some, might be phenomenal. Oh my God, what are you wearing? You never know. We'll see. We'll see, because I'm going to wear this one. I'm going to do a full review on this too. I think I will in the coming months. I got a lot of fragrances to go through, but this is fantastic. I'm debating on if it warrants a higher rating than Lemon Line, because Lemon Line, I think I'll wear more than this. This is going to be much more situational. But I can't judge it based on how often I think I'll wear it in the future. I got to go just how it makes me feel when I smell it. And it's another one that's outstanding. This is a 9 out of 10. This is going to be the most challenging fragrance in this video. This is the most polarizing fragrance in this video. But for me, this is the most interesting fragrance in the video. 9 out of 10. One of the bigger surprises in the video, Ferragamo Bright Leather. I thought it would be pretty good. Turns out it's really good. Oh yeah, this is really good. Violet Leaf and Italian Leather. It's that simple with a little bit of woods. It's even getting a little powdery now that it's had time to dry down and settle a bit. I'm a big fan of this. I think this one's great. I like this more than Intense Leather, I think. Yeah, this is great. Bright Leather is an 8 out of 10. This is some good stuff. I'm glad to get this now. I need to get Spicy Leather. This whole line's really good. And they don't smell like a bunch of other things. Like this doesn't. I don't have another fragrance that smells like this. I don't. I'm not saying there's nothing out there, but I don't. Unique in my collection. 8 out of 10. Okay, and Mercedes-Benz Mugler Amen Club Extreme. It's basically, forgot to throw pure malt in there somewhere. It smells like pure malt. It does. A little ambery. Like the leather's not even really jumping out at me much. It did more so in the opening. A little bit. Nah, I take that back. I get a little bit. A lot of patchouli, though. A lot of patchouli. Like chocolatey patchouli, Amen type of DNA. Same type of patchouli. It's very good, though. It's not better than some of these other ones, but this is a 7.5 out of 10. Club Extreme's good stuff. But I will warn you, if you have pure malt or Amen, it's hilarious that when I checked, that's what it's most relatable to for others. It was distinctive. If you have those two fragrances, super redundant. I have 2 bottles of pure malt is how I feel now. Damn. Smells good, though. Well, that was all 11. Thank you once again to FragranceBuy.ca for sending these my way. Let me pick all these fragrances. I will be doing some reviews over the next couple of months. I have so many fragrances. I'm working on other stuff as it is now. So it's not like over the next 2 weeks you're going to see 5 or 6 of these. It's going to be over time as I wear them. I wanted to get some stuff more for the warmer weather as we're transitioning into spring and summer. So definitely check these out if you're interested in any of them. There's links to everything down below. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. Of these 11, what have you tried and what do you think about them? Or, if you haven't tried any of these, what kind of sparked your interest? What would you like to see me review first? I take requests. You know what I mean? If the stuff that gets mentioned the most will be the stuff I get to first, pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get all of these on the skin, to be honest with you, to really see what they're all about, because the test strip only tells you so much. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these 11 and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.